I used to think the worst thing the internet could throw at me was malware or some scammer trying to empty my bank account. I thought the deep web was just a playground for wannabe hackers, edgy forums, and shady online marketplaces. But I was wrong. I didn't understand that there are places online that don't just show you something disturbing. They change you. They follow you back into your life, into your home, into the silence of your own room. And once you've seen what I've seen, there's no unseeing it. This is my confession, my warning, and maybe the last thing I'll ever put into words. Because silence is coming for me too. It started like so many bad ideas do with curiosity. A friend of mine, let's just call him Eric, was always bragging about the things he found online. Not normal Reddit threads or dark memes, but actual hidden chat rooms, weird live feeds, places you weren't supposed to stumble across. Most of the time, I thought he was exaggerating. Until one night, over Discord, he told me about a feed he'd found called The Silent Room. First, I laughed. What is it? Some ASMR channel for monks? He didn't laugh back. He just said, "No, man, this isn't YouTube. This isn't even on any site you'd recognize. It's something else. And I'm telling you, it's messed up. You watch it once, you don't forget it. But you'll regret it." That line stuck with me. I should have listened. But of course I didn't. Took him 3 days to send me the link. Not a URL in the usual sense. It was a long string of characters, impossible to memorize, the kind of thing you paste into Tor and hope doesn't fry your computer. When I asked him why the delay, he just said, "I didn't want to, but you kept asking. So here, don't say I didn't warn you." That was all the invitation I needed. Late that night, with the lights off and headphones on, I clicked the link. The page took forever to load, lines of code flickering across my screen like it was trying to decide if I was worthy of access. And then it opened. A black window. A feed. At first, I thought it was a static image. A plain wooden chair in the center of a room. Harsh overhead light. Shadow stretching across the floor. Nothing moved. No sound. Just this empty, clinical scene that looked more like an interrogation room than anything else. I remember thinking, this is it? This is the infamous silent room? But then, after a full minute of stillness, a man shuffled into frame. He sat down in the chair, facing the camera. His wrists were bound. His mouth was gagged. His eyes darted left and right like he could see something we couldn't. And the strangest part? There was still no sound. Not even the crackle of static. Just absolute silence. I should have closed the browser right then. But I didn't. I leaned closer. The man's lips moved under the gag. He was trying to speak. At first, I thought I was imagining it. But then, clear as day, I heard it. Not through my headphones. Through the room around me. A whisper. Faint, broken, like it was leaking out of the air itself instead of the speakers. I yanked the headphones off, but the whisper didn't stop. It was inside the room with me. I froze. My apartment was dead quiet except for that thin, strained voice. I couldn't make out words, just the rhythm of desperate speech. I shut the laptop. The whisper stopped instantly. The silence after was so heavy it made my ears ring. I should have deleted the link right there. But of course, curiosity is poison. The next night, I opened it again. This time, the man in the chair looked worse. His skin was pale, damp with sweat. His gag was darker, stained. His eyes seemed to lock on the camera, not like he was being filmed, but like he could see through it. Like he could see me. I swear, his gaze followed me as I shifted in my seat. And then the camera shook. A faint pan to the right. Someone else was in the room. Someone holding the camera. My stomach dropped. This wasn't a fixed feed. This was deliberate. The lens drifted to the corner, and that's when I saw it. A shape crouched there. Not a person. Not exactly. His limbs bent wrong, too long, too sharp. The outline seemed blurred, like the camera couldn't focus on it. And then its head snapped upward, impossibly fast, and I saw two pale eyes burning in the dark. I slammed my laptop shut again, heart hammering. My room was still, but then knock, knock, knock. 3 sharp taps, muffled, not from my door, not from my walls, from inside the laptop. I pushed it off the desk, stumbling backward. After a long moment, nothing happened. Then a ding, my email notification. With shaking hands, I opened the lid. One unread message. No sender. No subject. Just one line. You should not have closed it. I stared. My cursor hovered over delete, but another email appeared. Then another, and another. The inbox filled, each message identical. You should not have closed it. I tried to disconnect Wi-Fi. The option was gone. My network name had changed, replaced by 3 words. Stay with US. And then, buried in the flood of identical warnings, one new subject line appeared. We can hear you breathing. That's when I noticed the tiny green light beside my webcam was on. Panic surged through me. I grabbed a piece of tape and slapped it over the camera, but a window had already opened on the screen. A live feed of my room, my desk, my walls, and me staring in horror at myself. Only it wasn't quite me. The version on screen didn't move when I did. He sat motionless, lips twitching, eyes locked forward. Slowly, agonizingly, his mouth stretched into a smile. I shut the laptop again. This time, I yanked the power cord out. The screen went black, but the silence that followed wasn't empty. It was waiting, heavy, anticipating. I didn't sleep that night. Every creak of the building felt like a footstep. Every shadow seemed to lean closer. When dawn came, I told myself it was just stress, just sleep deprivation. I almost believed it until I got a text from Eric. It wasn't a normal text. No number, just an unknown sender. The message said, "Stop talking about the room. They're watching." I tried calling him. No answer. I checked his Discord. His profile picture was gone. His account wiped. It was like he'd never existed. Days blurred after that. My devices glitched constantly. My TV turned on by itself at 3 a.m., blaring static that cut to a single frame of the wooden chair. My phone buzzed with voicemails that were nothing but silence. I started seeing shapes in the corner of my vision, tall, bent-limbed shapes that vanished when I turned my head. One night, I woke to the sound of my laptop powering on by itself. The screen glowed across the room. Against every instinct, I got up and looked. The silent room was open. The chair was empty. The feed was live. The camera panned slowly, deliberately, across the room, until it showed a wall. And on that wall, written in something dark and dripping, were the words, "Next is you." The feed flickered. When it returned, the chair wasn't empty anymore. I was sitting in it, not the real me, but a perfect copy. Same clothes, same posture, same terrified eyes. Bound, gagged, trembling, watching me, watching myself. I don't remember collapsing. I just remember waking up on the floor hours later. The laptop closed beside me. For a brief, blissful second, I thought it was a dream. But when I checked my email, the entire inbox was filled with one line, repeated thousands of times. "We are in the silence." That was 3 weeks ago. Since then, the noises in my apartment have stopped. My devices are quiet. No more emails, no more feeds. You'd think that would bring relief. But the silence isn't empty. It's thick, pressing, like something is holding its breath, waiting. Sometimes, late at night, I catch myself holding my own breath too, listening. And in those moments, I swear I can feel it. The weight of unseen eyes, the echo of that smile waiting just beyond the dark. If this video disappears, you'll know why. You'll know the silence found me. If you're smart, you'll forget everything I've said. But if you can't, if curiosity is burning a hole in you like it did in me, then at least remember this. Check your devices tonight. If your screen turns on by itself, don't watch what plays.